Good morning, students. Today we start a new chapter. The name of the chapter India Towards a New Era. In this unit, we first learned about the Renaissance leaders who worked against the evils that existed in India and the movements they started. Look at the picture. What is it? Which evil practice is shown in the picture? Yes, this is a picture about the evil practice of sati. What is sati? Sati is an ancient custom in India. A former practice in India whereby a widow threw herself onto her husband's funeral pyre. Pyre means chita. The great social evil which existed in the past was sati. Sati involved the custom of a Hindu widow burning herself along with the body of her dead husband. Do you agree with this custom? No. What is your view on this evil practice? Yes, the evil practice of sati must be eradicated from the society. Sati, an evil practice that prevailed in India. Several such social evils and practices prevailed in India. Not only sati, but many other evil practices existed in India. Let us see what are they. Which are the social evils and practices that existed in our society? Child marriage, prohibition on widow remarriage, human sacrifice, female infanticide. Female infanticide means pen shishu hatya. Slavery. Which are the other social evils and practices? Untouchability, caste system, Devadasi system, etc. Several reform movements came up in the 19th century to fight against these evil practices. By the 19th century, a number of reform movements came up to fight against these evil practices. What are the factors for starting the reform movements? Social consciousness that developed due to English education and rational thinking led to these reform movements. Rational thinking and the social consciousness created by English education led to these social reform movements. The protest against the evil customs and superstitions, freedom of women, spread of education and a sense of pride on Indian culture were the common features of these movements. Let us familiarize with the important leaders who worked against social evils and for the betterment of the society and the movements they started. First one, Rajaram Mohan Roy. According to the great poet Rabindranath Tagore, Rajaram Mohan Roy was started the beginning of the modern age in India. Rajaram Mohan Roy was born in Bengal. He was a great man who devoted his entire life to the social and political reform of society. He was fluent in 8 languages and had a deep knowledge of religious texts. Rajaram Mohan Roy strongly condemned the evil practices like sati, caste system, and child marriage that prevailed in India. His campaign against sati persuaded Lord William Bentinck, the British Governor General, to abolish sati. Rajaram Mohan Roy worked hard against the sati. As a result, sati was prohibited in 1829 by an order issued by Lord William Bentinck, the British Governor General. Who banned sati, the social evil, by law? Lord William Bendik. Rajaram Mohan Roy founded Brahma Samaj to propagate his ideology and gave the message that the ideals of all religions are basically the same. Rajaram Mohan Roy founded Brahma Samaj. What idea did Rajaram Mohan Roy propagate through Brahma Samaj? The ideals of all religions are basically same. He strongly believed caste system to be the major source of disparity in Indian society. He strongly believed that the reason for the lack of unity among Indians was the caste system of India. Rajaram Mohan Roy is known as the father of Indian Renaissance. Rajaram Mohan Roy was one of the pioneers of journalism in modern India. Sambad Kaumudi is a newspaper started by Rajaram Mohan Roy. Sambad Kaumudi is the newspaper of Rajaram Mohan Roy. Rajaram Mohan Roy's famous works are Precepts of Jesus, A Gift to Monotheists. Famous works of Rajaram Mohan Roy are Precepts of Jesus and A Gift to Monotheists. Rajaram Mohan Roy is known as the father of Indian Renaissance. Another social reformer, Swami Dayananda Saraswati. Swami Dayananda Saraswati was the leader of Indian Renaissance who attacked the caste system and condemned idol worship. Idol worship means Vigraharadhana. Swami Dayananda Saraswati opposed caste system and idol worship. He founded Arya Samaj in 1875. Swami Dayananda Saraswati propagated his ideas through Arya Samaj. He worked for women's education and opposed child marriage. He started a movement, that movement known as Shuddhi movement. The aim of this movement was to prevent conversion. His famous work Satyartha Prakash. Swami Dayananda Saraswati's famous work was Satyartha Prakash. He gave the call, go back to Vedas. Swami Dayananda Saraswati's famous call of go back to Vedas. വേദങ്ങളിലേക്ക് മടങ്ങിപ്പോവുക. Another social reformer, Jyotirao Phule. Jyotirao Phule condemned the caste system and promoted widow remarriage. He argued that free and compulsory education should be provided to children up to 12 years and gave primary concern to the education of the weaker section and women. For these purposes, he founded the Satyashodak Samaj. Jyotirao Phule openly opposed the caste system and he promoted widow remarriage. He strongly argued that free and compulsory education should be provided to children up to 12 years. He emphasized the education of the weaker section and women. For these purposes, he founded the Satyashodak Samaj. Who founded Satyashodak Samaj? Jyotirao Phule. Jyotirao Phule is known as the father of the social revolution in India. Who is known as the father of the social revolution in India? Jyotirao Phule. His famous work was Ghulam Giri. Next, Pandita Ramabhai. Pandita Ramabhai founded Arya Mahila Sabha, an organization for the uplift of women. She fought against the social inequalities faced by women and worked tirelessly for women's education and the empowerment of widows. Pandita Ramabhai was a person who worked for the uplift of women. Arya Mahila Sabha is an organization founded by Pandita Ramabhai for the uplift of women. She fought against the social inequalities faced by women and she worked tirelessly for women's education and the empowerment of widows. Next, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan led the movement for the spread of modern education among Muslims. He established Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College at Aligarh that later became the famous Aligarh Muslim University. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was a man who worked for the religious and social reforms of the Muslims. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan established the Muhammadan Anglo-Oriental College to promote modern education among Muslims. He established Muhammadan Anglo-Oriental College at Aligarh. Now, Muhammadan Anglo-Oriental College known as Aligarh Muslim University. The Aligarh movement was started by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan in 1875. One of his remarks on the Hindu-Muslim unity is given below. Both Hindus and Muslims breathe the air of India, drink the water of Ganga and Yamuna. We both feed upon the products of the Indian soil. We are together in life and death. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan's famous remarks about the Hindu-Muslim unity is: Hindus and Muslims breathe the air of India and drink the water of Ganga and Yamuna. We both eat what is produced in the soil of India. We are together in life and death. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was a man who worked for the reform of the Muslims. He started Aligarh movement in 1875. Next, Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda fought against the caste inequalities and promoted education among women. Swami Vivekananda condemned the caste inequalities and he promoted education among women. He gave emphasis to the universal brotherhood and remarked, "For our own motherland, a junction of the two great systems, Hinduism and Islam, is the only hope." Swami Vivekananda gave more emphasis to the universal brotherhood. His famous remark is, "The only hope of our motherland is the fusion of Hinduism and Islam, the two great systems." He was the disciple of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Disciple means Shishyan. Swami Vivekananda was the disciple of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Swami Vivekananda's guru was Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He founded the Ramakrishna Mission to propagate the teachings of his master. Ramakrishna Mission is an organization founded by Swami Vivekananda. It spread the ideas of the Guru Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. The mission established several educational institutions all over India. He played an important role in awakening the nationalistic feeling and self-respect among Indians. Swami Vivekananda played an important role in awakening the national consciousness and self-esteem among Indians. In 1893, Swami Vivekananda attended the World Religious Conference in Chicago. Swami Vivekananda declared the basis of all religions is the same. Prabudh Bharat is an English magazine and Udbodhan is a Bengali magazine started by Swami Vivekananda. All of you complete the table given on page number 39. In this table, you will write the Renaissance leaders, their organizations, and their major activities. The changing people. The leaders of the social reform movements have been able to inculcate in Indians a sense of universal brotherhood with respect to humanity beyond caste and religion. The social reformers played a major role in awakening the Indians. How did the social reformers played a major role in awakening the Indians? All the social reformers gave emphasis to the importance of education and established educational institutions. This accelerated the progress of education in India. The social reformers reminded Indians of their rich cultural heritage and thereby developed self-respect and national pride. Thus, the social reformers awakened the Indians. What we learned today, the Renaissance leaders in India and the organizations they founded. Today's class is winding up.